8 of the most hilarious My 600-Pound Life Patients. Number 1. Nicole Lewis. Nicole was a mother of 2 children who reached out to Dr. Now only after recognizing her eating habits and huge weight gain would also leave her children without a mom when she was only 23 years old. Nicole weighed well over 700 pounds due to her emotional connection to food, for which she blamed her parents, who were drug addicts that, according to her filter, provided safe space for her daughter. But interestingly, those same parents were the ones who took it upon themselves to take care of her and her boyfriend Charlie's children, say she's already overweight when she got them in her tapes. Nicole also said that even shopping for food is hard for her because she has to be pushed around a wheelchair. Number 2. James King. When some people genuinely want to get help, there are others who rent only for the spotlight, making everything revolve around themselves. When James King appeared in the 5th season of the series, he was at the time the heaviest person to appear in the show, weighing 791 pounds, and obviously, just like many other patients, James was bedridden due to a combination of debilitating cellulitis and extreme obesity, but had no desire to help himself, and instead, he turned his family members into his servants. His daughter has to quit school in order to take care of her father, to finance his house, to pay for his son's transport to the doctor now, and his delusional girlfriend Lisa was generally manipulated into giving him more food. Number 3. Lisa Fleming. Lisa Fleming is another case worth mentioning. She said the ice cream was her best friend at night and that she used to stash it in her room and had her own spoon in her own bowl in hand. One day, her mother found out what she was doing and took it away, but Dad didn't stop Lucifer from sneaking food, so by the time she turned 11, she already weighed 120 pounds. Elisa struggled with weight only increase and got significantly worse after witnessing her brother's murder, and by the time she gave birth to her child at 15, she was already overweight. At the time, she completely became bedridden at 704 pounds, but the real wake-up call was when she discovered maggots crawling in the fold of her skin. Number 4. Justin. Every day it gets harder to walk, move, or stand and harder to breathe. He used to kill himself with food, and with every bite he takes, he gets closer to ending his life. Justin sought help from Dr. Nozaradin in Houston. His mother agreed to accompany him on the trip from South Carolina. Justin made it to Houston, and Dr. Nozaradin put him on a strict diet. Doctor said to him that he was 687 pounds and he wanted to see 100 pounds weight loss in 2 months. If he does that, he will get approved for weight loss surgery. Number 5. Cilius. Cilius was so big he was just stuck in bed for the whole day. The life he was living was miserable. It's not any life for anybody to live. And he hated it because he was not only missing out on his life, he was missing out on his family life. All because he loves food so much that he can't even stop eating. Cilius and his girlfriend Jessica are dedicated to traveling to Houston to try to get help from Dr. Nozaradin. Cilius arrived in Houston incapable of walking, so Dr. Nozaradin met him at the hospital. Number 6. Angie J. Story. At over 600 pounds, Angie is trying to get to Houston to see Dr. Nozaradin in the aspiration of obtaining life-saving weight loss surgery. But the time dispute and the controversy may stop her from being able to do so, what she needs before she even gets the chance. After Angie's endoscopy and tests, Dr. Nozaradin determined there was no physical issue behind the sickness and pain she was having. Number 7. JT Story. JT was almost 900 pounds, with a 100-pound lymphedema mass on his leg and food addiction that is constrained to kill him if he doesn't even change. His girlfriend takes him to Houston, but when his attitude drives her away, JT is left with only Dr. Now to help. This is one of the large patients to ever enter Dr. Now's care on the show, and absolutely the heaviest one the doctor has ever seen, but JT also has enormous lymphedema on his leg that was adding an extra 100 pounds he has to convey by presenting his weight to a total of 892 pounds. Number 8. Janine Story. Janine is extremely obese that has left her motionless, and even the first footstep on her weight loss journey may be too much for her. She must have to conquer both her physical and emotional pain if she is ever going to live a normal life again. Janine has to fight to keep up with Dr. Yuna Nozaratin, who used to follow the strict selection of food and exercise routines. Although Janine is one of the few contestants who have worked hard to stick to the doctor's strict diet plan, she has almost lost 112 pounds by the end of her first episode, when she has weighed 566 pounds, which had come down from 678 pounds. Also, it was not enough for her to get certified for the weight loss surgery.